Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99. I'm back with another post-fight analysis video from the Wednesday card yesterday. Roxanne Modafferi versus Viviane Araujo. All right, y'all, going into this fight, I felt like this was a 50-50 fight on paper. You know, like I said in my prediction, I feel like Roxanne is one of those fighters that, you know, she can be there one day, then she'll be off the next day. You know, and I think it all depends on the opponents, too. You know, I think a lot of the green fighters that haven't faced a lot of styles, you know, Roxanne can outwork and out-trick them. You know, she can out-slick these type of fighters. Like, Roxanne's not the fastest or the slowest, but it's this awkward pace that she keeps that, you know, I think it agitates a lot of these younger fighters. Next thing you know, she's on top of you, trying to submit you. Next thing you know, she's on top of you, ground and pound, or just outworking you. You know, she just has these little veteran tricks that you can't really teach. You know, and I felt like Viviane, you know, she has the tools. You know, she has the strength, power, athleticism, striking skill. She has a lot of those tools, but I felt like, you know, there might have been a moment where she kind of got offset by Roxanne's rhythm. But no, man, she went in there, pretty much did what I said she would do in my prediction. I felt like Viviane was going to win as long as she used her speed and her striking skills. And she was just getting off first in this fight. Yeah, she scored a nice unanimous decision over Roxanne. You know, she outworked her, just beat her up from the outside, showcased good takedown defense in this fight, and just overall good strength. You know, I think the only thing that was lacking here was the cardio. You know, she did pace herself. You know, she was conserving her energy in the first and second round. She wasn't overexerting herself like she does in the past, using a lot of legs, leg movement, footwork, you know, being extra. You know, she tried to pace herself, but in that third round, Roxy kind of caught up to her because, you know, like I said, she was getting gassed a little bit. But she hung in there. She had that athleticism and physical strength to just nullify Roxanne all around. And that's what you need when you fight a fighter like Roxanne. You know, it's not all about power. You got to have takedown defense, and you got to have physical strength, something Lauren Murphy also showed. But real quick, going back and looking at the fight, first round, Roxanne was circling at a range. Viviane, she started landing her right hand to the body, working some left hooks in early on. Roxanne was trying to strike from the outside, but she's getting touched. You know, she can't fight at this range. You know, Viviane's a much faster fighter. You know, she was jabbing her, landing little left hooks off the jab, and already putting some red under the eye of Roxanne. You know, Viviane was putting that pressure on her, and Roxanne she chose to stay on the outside and try to box with her, and boom, Viviane catches her with a good left uppercut. And this is what I like from Viviane. You know, she's picking her shots, being quick, not using a lot of energy, almost like this boxer I know not a lot of y'all are familiar with, Arislandi Lara. You know, he can use these little subtle movements, just kind of slip his head, and boom, 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 he's hitting you with a 1-2-3. And that's what Viviane did. She rocked Roxy with the 1-2-3, then she dropped it with a big right hand. You know, Roxy just getting pieced up from the outside, and Viviane's just finding this beautiful rhythm, you know, fully extended shots. And like I said, that beautiful left uppercut, you know, she was just comfortable in there. Roxy, she finally tried to shoot in for a takedown with like 30-40 seconds left, and Viviane, she reversed it. She gets the takedown. She's on Roxy's back. She tries to lock in for the rear naked choke. But Roxy, she fends it off. You know, she fends it off, but she can feel that strength of Viviane. You know, she's trying to lock in, but she makes it out of the round. But it was just Viviane all the way. Second round, Viviane, she went back to landing the 1-2 and another good left uppercut. You know, Viviane, she can't miss with the jab. You know, it's just the speed and the power that is really showcased from Viviane. And this is what I like to see from her. You know, just being quick, being first, and staying out of harm's way. You know, Roxy really looked lost in there. I'm not going to lie. She looked lost in here. You know, she couldn't get on the inside. Every time she tried to step in range, she was just getting knocked back by these combinations. And, you know, the beautiful jab. You know, I love the jab. Roxy, she shoots in for another takedown. And here is where the ground game comes in for Viviane. She reverses it again, and she gets on the back, and she breaks. She goes right back to doing what she wants to do, which is the striking. You know, 1-2, 1-2. Viviane is just giving it to Roxy. You know, she just giving her a controlled beating. Roxy, she's really getting touched with just little shots here and there. She's taking the power. I don't think that Viviane is really overcommitting. You know, she's just being first, and she's just really popping a lot of these shots because I think at the same time, Roxy, she's taking a lot of pressure off these shots because Roxy has that side movement where, you know, she'll get hit, but I think that movement at an angle is kind of taking away the power, you know. But Roxy, she does crack Viviane a couple times in this round. She did hit her with a good right hand, and it's that underrated right hand that I'm talking about. Like, in my prediction, I said that Roxy has that right hand that you have to watch out for. It comes over the top, and eventually she will land it. She lands it just about all the time. Even if she loses, she's going to land it. So you got to watch out for that fight. You can't be stationary against her. And that's why Viviane, she went back to using that head movement and beautiful left jab. not wasting any energy. She took another round. She took another round, was very physical towards the end, mauled Roxanne. She's reversing the ground game again, just mauled her and won another round. The last round, Viviane just banging out 1-2s again, banging out 1-2s and slipping. Judging range well. Roxy shoots in for another takedown. Viviane gets it to the fence, slides out of the takedown attempt, gets her own takedown, and in side control, she's using her strength to get Roxy to get to the back of Roxy again, and she breaks once again. So I like this movement. She's a black belt in BJJ too. She's a black belt in BJJ, so every time she gets in there, she knows how to maneuver. She knows how to slide out, but then she goes right back to doing what she wants to do, and that's to box from the outside, strike the hell out of Roxy. Roxy pushes her way in though. She pushes her way in eventually with the barrage, and this came at the point where you could see it in the face. Viviane was getting a little tired, like she was huffing a little bit in there. So I think as soon as Roxy saw that, where she just kind of huffed out a couple of breaths, she went in with a couple of good 1-2s, cracked Viviane a couple of times, and that's what I'm talking about. She may have some stamina issues, but thank God, man, she's fighting. She's fighting at this good pace and not overly using her legs. So she was able to come back. Last minute, Viviane, she gets the takedown, and in the guard, she's just using this time to kind of rest and just control the round. Roxy, she just wasn't able to get any ground control time, because Viviane was just that strong. And she finished on top, inside control again, another Viviane round. So I pretty much gave it to Viviane all the way. I had it 30-27 hands down. I could argue the first 2 rounds were 10-8 rounds, just the way Viviane was piecing her up. But this is what I'm talking about. Well-rounded fighters. Well-rounded fighters are coming. You got to be well-rounded in there. Viviane Araujo, her strength can be the ground if she wants it to be, but she chooses to strike. So, striking may be her signature move, but if you try to take her to the ground, she can reverse that. She went in here, took Roxy down a couple times, controlled the ground. A few times that Roxy tried to shoot in for a takedown, she reversed the takedown, got to the back of Roxy, probably could have submitted her, but she said, forget it, I'm going to just push her off, go right back to doing what I want to do. See, that's a beautiful thing in there. Like, give yourself options. Viviane was in there giving herself options. She could have took it to the ground if she wanted to, but she said, no, I want to fight from the outside because I can do it here just as well. So overall, it was a good fight by Viviane. Speed, power, technique, strength. Only thing I said she got to work on, man, is her cardio issues. She started to showcase some, cardio issues in that third round, in my opinion. I could see it. A lot of people could see it. So at the moment, she is kind of looking like a 3-round fighter. If you want to get up into those rankings, you want to fight some of those fighters, you want to get to a title shot eventually, you got to be a 5-round fighter. You got to know how to pace yourself. And I do like the fact that she was trying to pace herself in this fight, but that just showcases that she does have cardio issues, because she did try to pace herself and not overexert her energy, and she still started to get a little bit, gassed in that third round. So that's something she's going to have to work on. But as far as names, she needs those big names now. She's in the top 10, so I would like to see her in there with Caitlin Chikagian, Lauren Murphy, Cynthia Calvillo, any of those names, especially even like a Caitlin Chikagian, because that's a fight that's going to make her have to work and use that stamina. She's definitely going to be in a fight that goes to the cards against Caitlin Chikagian, in my opinion. So that's definitely something she's going to need to work on, man. But as for Roxy, Roxy, I don't know what's up with her. Like I said, even if she was to win this fight, I don't think she would try to go for a title eliminator or a title fight, because, she didn't go for one the last time out. She fought Lauren Murphy instead after scoring good wins over Antonina and Macy. So it was a good thing for the younger, hungry fighter to get this win. So, shout out to Viviane Araujo. Good performance, but, got some things to work on. She could probably work on that in one of these up-and-coming, probably her next upcoming fight against one of these top 5 fighters. But guys, let me know in the comment section what y'all think. Who do you want to see Viviane fight from here? What's next from Roxy? Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.